afternoon, everybody. Let's take a look at your headlines on this Monday afternoon. An arrest after a man was shot and killed at a child's dance recital inside the Saenger Theater last night. Plus, an arrest made after that shooting in Rock Creek last week. Plus, Gulf Shores residents have an opportunity to say what they want to say about music festivals in their town. Let's get started with News 5 Now.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks so much for watching News 5 Now. I'm Devin Walsh. Glad you are joining me today. The talk of the newsroom, certainly the talk of the town. That shooting last night inside the Saenger Theater in Mobile. In just a minute, I'm going to tell you who has been arrested for murder. But so many people are talking about this, commenting on our stories, calling our newsroom. Just unbelievable comments. What a tragedy at a child's dance recital. This is a place where parents, friends, grandparents, family members come to watch their children dance. Those young people have been preparing for that recital for the entire year. So much time, so much money goes into those recitals. And what a tragedy for that to happen right in the middle of it, and certainly traumatizing for so many people who were there. So that's our big story today. We're going to be working on talking with people who were there. We're trying to talk to family members of the victim so we can tell you a little bit more about him. And so look for those stories later today on News 5. Let's go ahead and count down our big stories here this afternoon. Number 5, in Boulder, Colorado, at least 8 people were injured yesterday afternoon when a man used a makeshift flamethrower to attack a crowd gathered to raise awareness for Israeli hostages still being held in Gaza. One man is in custody. Officials said the man shouted, "Free Palestine," during the attack. Number 4, residents in Gulf Shores will meet to talk about the future of music festivals in their community. During a meeting on Thursday, city leaders will go over the results of a survey on how residents feel about the annual festival after the contract expired following the Sand in My Boots festival. About 100,000 people came to that festival. There were 37 arrests in Gulf Shores during it, compared to 94 arrests the year before at the Hangout. The meeting will be held at the Gulf Shores Cultural Center on Thursday at 6 o'clock. Number 3, new clues for the search for a hit-and-run driver. The Florida Highway Patrol shared this photo of this man today. He is wanted for a crash on Friday. It happened in Escambia County on Blue Angel Parkway near Longleaf Creek. Investigators believe that this is the driver who hit a motorcycle and an SUV and then abandoned his car at a gas station. The SUV driver was not hurt. The motorcyclist suffered serious injuries. Number 2, Fairhope police have made an arrest in the May 24th shooting of a 17-year-old girl at Rock Creek subdivision. A 16-year-old boy from Daphne is charged with assault. He will be charged as an adult. Police say the suspect was among a dozen or more teens at an underage party at a home in the subdivision off of Highway 98 Saturday night a week ago. They say he was playing with a revolver when it went off, sending a bullet into the girl's neck. She was taken to the ICU, and we are hearing she is in stable condition this afternoon. Number 1, new details on a deadly shooting at Mobile's Saenger Theater. We now know the name of the suspect and the name of the man who died. 27-year-old Marcus Sanders is charged with murder and assault. Police say he ran away from the theater after the shooting, but later turned himself in. The shooting happened around 6:30 last night during a dance recital. Police say Sanders was arguing with another man and opened fire, killing the other man, 27-year-old Carl Williams III. Someone else there to watch the recital was hit in the ankle by a bullet. Mobile's police chief says there were no metal detectors at this event. And that is a look at our big stories at this hour. And just to let you know, we will be talking with Mobile's police chief later this afternoon more about this tragic situation there at the Saenger Theater. So again, expect full coverage tonight on WKRG beginning at 4 o'clock. Okay, now it is time for our question of the day. Let me pull that up for you. And this is relating to Todd and Julie Chrisley being pardoned by President Trump. And so we asked you the question, who would you pardon if you were president? Who would you pardon? if you were president? Let's take a look. Joe Exotic, Jimmy says. Sybil says, not the Chrisleys. Most definitely Hamburglar. He's been rocking those stripes for 40 years. The Menendez brothers. Russ says, myself. Tamika, my student loans. P. Diddy is next. Trump said today, let me look into it. Edward Snowden. Someone that truly didn't do a crime. Melanie says, anyone in for weed possession? Julian Assange. Joe Exotic. Luigi Mangione. So anyway, there's some interesting answers there when we asked you who you would pardon. Thank you so much for participating in our question of the day. Now it's time for our poll of the day, and this has to do with Taylor Swift. Do you think artists should always own the rights to their music? We reported that she's gotten the rights back to her music. So the question is, do you think artists should always own the right to their music? Yes, no, or depends on the contract. So let us know what you think on that. And if you want to comment on that, you can do it on WKRG's Facebook page or WKRG.com. And we will be announcing the results of a poll and reading more of your responses from our question of the day at 5:30 right here on News 5 Now. Thank you so much for joining me today for WKRG's News 5 Now. I'm Devin Walsh, and I'll see you back tonight for News 5 at 5.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips.